Ocean acidification, a global problem, is intensifying in the Northwest, and that's having a domino effect on our ecosystems and food.
Marine organisms that make shells or skeletons, whether that's oysters, crabs, corals, they rely on having the right ocean chemistry around them. And as that ocean chemistry changes because of us, it makes it a lot harder for them to grow.
A study from the University of Washington shows industries like Dungeness crabbing, the largest fishery on the West Coast by revenue, is expected to experience massive decline.
There's been a really big question about how coastal regions, like the really productive fisheries along the west coast of the U.S., the places where we live, work, and play, how the extra carbon dioxide is going to affect them.
Alex Gagna, principal investigator on the study, says West Coast waters are naturally acidic because of something called upwelling. That's a process that drives cold, nutrient-rich, deep waters up to the surface. It has its benefits and creates nutrient-dense oceans where many species thrive. But this water is also naturally more acidic. Then, when you add in the fact that the ocean absorbs a quarter of the carbon dioxide emitted from humans in the air, it creates extra acidic waters. This study proving the problem is getting worse faster. Daunting information made possible by a small creature. Cup corals collected more than 130 years ago capture the makeup of ocean waters before the Industrial Revolution, showing the change.
The U.S.'s first purpose-built research vessel, the USS Albatross, old wooden tall ship, was going up and down the west coast of the United States in the 1890s, 1880s, looking for halibut fisheries. And there were scientists on board who were dutifully, when they were looking for halibut, anything else they got in their nets, they were putting in jars, taking notes and writing. We still have the log books from the 1880s, 1890s, and sending them to the Smithsonian.
Something he hopes people will see and know in the same way we caused this, we can also be the solution.
The thing that gives me hope and many of the people that work in this field is that we can make a big difference. The amount of carbon dioxide we emit is really what controls our future. And so in many ways, this sort of information can be empowering. It helps us understand like what we have to do.
The Northwest is actually at the forefront of figuring out if there's something else we can do with this excess CO2. Because energy is so affordable in the Northwest, it's a really good place for testing. So there are multiple companies trying to figure out right now if we can take excess carbon dioxide from the ocean, from the air, and put it somewhere else. Places like cement, rock, a huge step in the right direction. For Environment Northwest, I'm meteorologist Leah Pizzetti.